Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's show. In today's show, I want to help you become a wise buyer because in order for you to become financially independent, you will need to become a wise buyer or a wise purchaser. But before you can become a wise purchaser, there are a couple of things that you need to know. And there are a couple of tips, that you need to know in order for you to save more money, for you to have more money in your hand as you make your purchases. As you embark onto a new purchasing or into a new buying, first of all, you must understand that if to become financially independent is your goal, you must first have a goal. You must have a goal, and that goal will lead up to your plan, and that plan is embedded in your budget for whatever you want to buy. But before I get in there, I want to outline a couple of things. First is that you must identify if your purchase or what you're about to buy is a want or a need. Because in economics, we say that human wants are insatiable. You can never satisfy your wants. We all want the whole world if possible, but none of us can possibly get the whole world. Our wants are endless. We won't want so many things. But can we have all we want? No, because life has not been structured in that way, and it's not possible for you to have all the resources that can satisfy all your wants. Then that is where opportunity cost comes in. You have to forego some things to get some things. Then, on the other hand, there's what there is second aspect to that, which is need. Is your purchase a need? And what is a need? Something that you cannot do without. Something that you need to live your life, to live your day-to-day, or something that you need to survive. That is a need. You need that thing in order for you to get something else done or accomplished. So that is a need. And that need needs to be satisfied. That need needs to be met. Therefore, if you want to become a wise purchaser, these tips and tricks would help you. Number one is, please don't ever forget my 30 days rule, which I laid out in my previous episodes. How you can become a wise buyer and have your 30 seconds rule and 30 days rule. 30 days rule is meant to cool you off, to enable you assess if that need is still there, if that need still needs to be met or not. Okay? Now, you must also be able to do your own research, do your homework, because doing homework will save you a heck of a time and a heck of unnecessary going to the mall, wasting your time. It will save you energy, it will save you headache, it will save you frustration, it will save you disappointment, it will save you all kinds of emotion that comes with purchasing. So that is where it is so important that you do your homework, your research. As you're researching, this is number 4, you have to filter out emotions in your buying. Try as much as you can. That is why your 30 days rule is so important here. Filter out any emotion that you have that is attached to that very item or object or whatever, or meeting or social gathering or whatever. Make sure that your emotion that associates with that item is filtered away, is removed. Because then, only then, you'll be able to see crystal clear if this is a need or a want. And if this is a need, it also gives you the possibility to really assess it is a need that I can defer to a future date or to a period date, or it's something that has to be done now. Is this something is a need I need to that needs to be met now? So it becomes very important. It becomes so critical for you to filter out your emotions in your buying. And number 6, you must also understand this, that you must ask yourself, is this something new? It is something broken. It is something that needs to be replaced, So if it's an old stuff that needs to be replaced or it's a new thing, then again you have to assess, able to come to a decision by saying, if this is a need, then how important is the need? How urgent is the need I need to meet it? Or if it's a want, if it is a want, then possibly I don't really want this stuff in any way. Because let's put it this way, most of our desires, most of our wants, and majority of our needs, to a certain degree, is being loaded upon us, or is being put upon us by society. Take a step backwards. You will find out that it's either that need you've seen a picture of something on the internet, or on your Insta, or on your Facebook, or on your Twitter account, or on your LinkedIn, or you've heard something from your friends on your social network, or your friends work, or you see something at work, or you've seen something on television. We're being bombarded every day, every single second, every single minute by people that want to make money out of us. And like I said yesterday, if you could go back and listen to my podcast from yesterday, where I said, in everything that you do, you must make yourself your number one priority. If your goal is to become financially independent, but if your goal is not to become financially independent, it's all good. You can do whatever you want. But if your goal is to become financially independent, then you must make yourself your number one priority in your purchasing, in your savings, and in whatever that you do, because you want to keep more money in your pocket. You want to make yourself richer than make someone else, or make some big corporations that don't even know you, or some brand that don't even know whether you exist or not. You want to make them richer and make yourself poorer. They don't care where you sleep. They don't care if you wear the brand or whatever. They don't care about you. So you must make yourself your number one priority in your purchases and in your buyings. Okay? And also, when you're making your purchase, you must also, when you look into your budget, as you look into your plans, then you need to ask yourself, now, have I budgeted for this item? If you've not, then take a step backwards and ask yourself, why have I not? Is this an ad hoc item? It is something that just came out of the blue or whatever. It is something that is just one of those emergencies that I never anticipated. And can I cover this item for my emergency fund? If not, then how big is it? Because if my emergency fund cannot cover it, which I've been putting aside all this month, all these years, then that must be something major. But if it can't, then, so in doing so, you have to determine if you're going to put it in your credit card, or you're going to pay for that item outright. You're going to pay for it cash right away. Pay for it and forget about it and move forward. And once you make that decision, then you must also determine, okay, since I put this on my credit card, when am I going to clear off my credit card? Because if I don't clear it on time, it does mean that you will pay interest, unnecessary interest, because you did not settle your obligation on time. So all these culminate in your purchasing decision. In addition to that, which is number 8, is that you must understand, what is the timing for this purchase? It is the right time. Like I said as well in one of my episodes 2 weeks ago, I said the best time to make purchase is after the holidays. So you have to determine, it is a purchase I can make after the holidays, or it is a purchase I can make during sales. Because at least most retailers and most companies, or especially now online, they have periodically, I think every month or every 3 months or whatever. But normally retailers, when they get rid of old inventories, like for example summer inventories, or they bring in winter, fall and winter's inventory in, they will need to sell out all their summer inventories. Is that the right time for you to buy? Then therefore there's a discount in the month of June or whatever, or July or thereabout. The same thing happens in January, and for them to get new inventory in, preparing for the spring and summer. So what time is your buying time? What time is your purchasing time? Is the timing right? You have to you have to you have to time it. You have to know the time, because that will save you a heck of a buck. It could be 20%, it could be 30%, it could be 40%, depending on what you're buying. So that is so important. And in addition to that, which is number 9 now, point number 9 is for you to remember this. Where can you find the best deal? Also, in one of my episodes 2 weeks ago, I talked about coupons and how you can save from coupons and stuff like that. Now, when you shop around, shopping around, what it does is it helps you to have a good bargain. You'll be able to bargain for stuff. You'll be able to see, and you'll be able to see and compare. Also, in one of my episodes, or in that episode as well, last 2 weeks, I also make mention of comparing prices. You have all these good websites that, for example, Go Compare or whatever, where you can compare prices. So you have to do those comparisons if becoming financially independent is your goal. If putting more money in your pocket is your goal. If investing what you've saved is your goal. If creating wealth and creating riches for you, for your family, for your future generations is your goal, then you will need to follow these tips, because before you know it, you're already there. And by the time you begin to swim in money, you look back and say, wow, you'll be proud of yourself to have taken those steps, or to have listened to me, or listened to most other financial planners and money management out there that have been giving out free tips and helping folks becoming financially independent. You got nothing to lose, baby. I gotta tell you that, it's all helping you to become the best you could possibly be. Because life ain't fun when you ain't your best. And when you haven't got no money in your pocket, life ain't fun. You have sleepless night thinking. And that sleepless night affects your health. And I can tell you that, been there, done that. It's nuts. It's crazy. So, and that is why we devote our time to helping folks becoming financially independent. And one of the ways you can become financially independent is for you to become a wise buyer, a wise purchaser. It's for you to become a good saver, and for you to become a good paying off your debts and paying off your debt and living within your means. Don't live certain lifestyle because someone else is living that kind of lifestyle, or your friends within your group or your network or whatever is living certain kind of lifestyle. So therefore, you want to copy them to live the same kind of lifestyle when you don't really know, how they're managing their finance. You only setting up a trap for yourself, baby. You know what I'm saying? So these are some of the tips. Okay, stop your wasteful buying. Who are you trying to impress? You get to deal with your habit. You get to deal with that spending habit because it's costing you, and it's costing you a lot. You get to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So, and also that habit is wreaking havoc. It's wreaking havoc on your budget. Okay, your budget is teetering because of your wasteful spending. The money you should keep on your pocket, keep on your savings account, and invest. You're wasting it shopping, you're wasting it buying stuff that you don't need. You know what I'm saying? Baby, you don't need that. So, and you have to try to stop impressing others. You know, you gotta impress yourself first. Stop trying to impress everyone. What I'm saying. You're trying to impress all the Jones and all the folks out there. You gotta impress yourself. It's you that matters. It's your life that matters. It's your future generations that matters. Your children, it's what matters. Their future is what matters. Your happiness, your peace, your joy, your abundance and your power is what matters. Not somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to deal with that wasteful spending and that habit of yours, that creates wasteful spending. You get to put that under control. And lastly, you've got to learn to encourage your children or yourself or your friends or whoever to start investing early. Whatever, just imagine if you had invested, say, just $600 when Airbnb went public the last year. Your income will have been about one point something million dollars today. If you had invested about $700 or $780 with DoorDash, when it went public, it will have been about 1.2 million today. So why wasting your money when you could, make that money work for you, and you sit back and you go on vacation, baby. You know what I'm saying? You fly first class, executive class, and possibly fly your own private jet. You know what I'm saying? So it is time for you to create wealth for yourself. It is time to cut off all the wasteful spending, all the things, all the unwise purchases, or all the unwise buyings you've been making. It is time to get rid of it and make yourself richer. Put the money in your pocket. Put the money in your pocket, baby. Because the money belongs to you. You gotta find out if what you're about to purchase or what you're buying is a need or a want. And always remember that we will always want something. We will always want something. We all want something. All the time, every day, we all want something. And that is why we, in the economics world, say that human wants are insatiable. You can't satisfy them because you want something now, tomorrow you want something else, next tomorrow you want something else, next month you want something else, next year you want something else. And these companies, they understand that and they know that. You know what I'm saying? So they will design something in such a way that will appeal to your emotion, That's why I said earlier, you get to deal with your emotion. You get to filter away your emotions when you're making a purchase. Filter away your emotions, you know, and don't let your emotion play a role or a key role in your purchasing decision, your buying decision. Let your need or your needs be the major determining factor or the decision driver that help you create wealth, that helps in your purchases. Okay, because that is really important if you are to become financially independent. So, folks, if this has been of any help to you, please share, and because by sharing, that will help one another become better, do better, and achieve better. And in the meantime, why not subscribe, so that my upcoming book, once it hit the bookshelf, you'll be the number one, you'll be the first one to receive a copy or the download from that ebook, and also receive a hard copy. So my friends, register now so that you'll be number one to receive my book as soon as it's released. And in addition to that, please, I keep inviting you, please register in one of my webinars. We're waiting for you to share more tips with you, to help you become financially independent. Therefore, until next time, stay safe and look out for each other. Okay?